Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where you can only run the country, not the world, this is Ballot.
I totally disagree. You can run the world. No gulag for me, but I might get a new staff announcer, and not by choice. I'm Patrick Gutfield, and President Trump just gave an interview to The Atlantic where he casually mentioned he now runs the country and the world. Just a tiny step up from his first term when he only had to run the country and survive. You know, normal presidential job growth. The man who once struggled with the concept of Finland not being part of Russia is now apparently Earth's manager-in-chief. He's gone from make America great again to make the entire planet do whatever I say. Trump has been slapping tariffs on practically every country with an economy, though he's paused some of them until July. Because nothing says stable global leadership like telling the world, I might destroy your economies, or maybe not. Check back in 3 months. Meanwhile, he's been straining relationships with longtime allies by casually suggesting he might acquire Greenland or make Canada the 51st state. That's like telling your neighbor you might bulldoze their house to build a swimming pool, then wondering why they don't invite you to barbecues anymore. When asked about potentially running for a third term, which is, unconstitutional, Trump said, "It's not something that I'm looking to do, and I think it would be a very hard thing to do." Translation, I'm definitely thinking about it, and I believe I can do anything. Next Tuesday, Trump heads to Michigan for a rally celebrating his first 100 days back in office. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt announced it with all caps enthusiasm, because nothing says professional government communication like typing like you're yelling at strangers online. So Amazon just denied reports that they plan to list Trump's tariff costs next to product prices on their website, which is like deciding not to put "this burger will give you heartburn" on a fast food menu. Probably smart. According to an Amazon spokesperson named Tim Doyle, the team that runs our ultra-low-cost Amazon haul store considered the idea of listing import charges on certain products. This was never approved and is not going to happen. In other words, someone at Amazon had this brilliant idea during a meeting, and everyone immediately realized it might anger the most powerful man in the world. And boy, did it anger him. According to CNN's Elena Treen, President Trump personally called Jeff Bezos to complain. Trump later commented during a press briefing that Jeff Bezos is very nice, terrific, he solved the problem very quickly, he did the right thing, good guy. That's Trump speak for "I got what I wanted, so now we're best friends again." Before Amazon backtracked, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the potential move a hostile and political act. She also asked why Amazon didn't do this during the Biden administration when inflation was high, which is like asking why someone didn't complain about rain during a drought. Amazon stock dropped 1% in midday trading, which in Amazon terms is basically the financial equivalent of dropping your pocket change between couch cushions. Jeff Bezos will recover emotionally, I'm sure. Pakistan is about to experience temperatures that would make a volcano say, "Hey, maybe dial it back a bit." Parts of the country just hit 118 degrees last weekend, and forecasters predict it could reach 122 degrees by today, which happens to be the global April record set by the Pakistani city of Nawab Shah back in 2018. The Pakistan Meteorological Department has issued heat wave warnings, basically telling citizens, maybe don't go outside unless you want to know what it feels like to be a rotisserie chicken. This scorching heat comes from what meteorologists call a dome of high pressure stretching from the Middle East into South Asia. Normal people call it weather from hell. It's like someone put a giant lid over the region and turned the stove to high. 21 countries are expected to see temperatures above 110 degrees this week. That's not a weather forecast. That's a list of places to absolutely avoid visiting right now. Iraq just recorded its highest April temperature ever at 115 degrees. Turkmenistan is currently the most unusually warm country on Earth, running 7 degrees above average. I'm guessing their tourism slogan isn't "Come for the politics, stay because you melted into the pavement." The first 3 months of 2025 were the second warmest on record globally. Only 2024 was hotter, which is about as comforting as saying this burning building is slightly less on fire than the one next door. With summer approaching for the Northern Hemisphere, we can expect more dangerously hot conditions aligned with our warming climate. So maybe invest in air conditioning stocks and ice cube futures. Portions of today's show were made with the help of Ice, and Baby. Also AI.
As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.